Azgar was born into an orc stronghold in the mountains of Hammerfell in Skyrim. From a young age, he showed a natural gift for alteration and restoration magic, which he used to heal injured warriors and protect his tribe from enemy attacks. However, his magical abilities also made him an outcast among his own people, who viewed magic as weak and dishonorable. Despite facing constant ridicule and bullying from his fellow orcs, Azgar continued to study and practice magic in secret, determined to prove that it could be used for good. He honed his skills by using them to assist in hunting and tracking for the tribe, as he was a skilled marksman and had a decent understanding of one-handed weapon combat. After fleeing his orc stronghold and finding solace in the wilderness of Skyrim, Azgar made his way to Falkreath, a town known for its dense forests and thriving trade. The weight of his past, the pain of rejection from his own people, and the resilience he had developed during his solitary travels had forged him into a determined and powerful individual. Arriving in Falkreath, Azgar sought to resupply and replenish his resources. He approached local merchants, offering the valuable supplies he had gathered along his journey. With his astute bargaining skills, Azgar secured fair deals and accumulated a small fortune, allowing him to purchase a sturdy fur backpack to better carry his belongings. With a fresh sense of purpose and a new acquisition in tow, Asgar's attention was caught by a notice on a bulletin board, beckoning adventurers to take on a delivery job to Little Vivek. With his immediate plan set, Azgar made his way to the local inn, seeking respite and information. Azgar eagerly inquired about the latest gossip and happenings in Falkreath, hoping to uncover any potential job opportunities or bounties that might align with his skills and principles. Satisfied with the information gathered, Azgar retired to his room in the inn. Determined to forge his own path, he drifted off to sleep, ready to embark on the next chapter of his adventurous life. The next morning, Azgar woke up with a renewed determination to fulfill his tasks and delve deeper into the mysteries of Falkreath. He gathered his belongings, ensuring he had the delivery letter from Cust securely in his possession. With a map in hand, he set out towards Peakshade Tower, determined to investigate the rumors he had heard at the inn. Upon arriving at the tower, Azgar cautiously ascended its ancient stone steps, the air heavy with anticipation. As he explored the tower's interior, he noticed a figure lurking in the shadows. It was Savashni, a former blade known for her sharp tongue and deadly skills. She seemed to exude an air of arrogance and a hint of danger. Savashni, sensing Asgar's presence, turned to face him with a menacing grin. Her words dripped with contempt as she taunted him, testing his patience. But Azgar, disciplined and focused, held his ground, refusing to be baited into a fight. He understood the power of self-control and the importance of maintaining composure in the face of provocation. As Savashni continued her tirade, she began recounting stories of her past training with her master, a formidable warrior. She spoke of a forbidden technique, the stance of the divine, that her master had withheld from her. In a twisted turn of fate, she had killed him before he could impart the knowledge to her, leaving her with a burning desire to uncover the secrets of the elusive stance. Intrigued by the potential of this lost technique, Asgar's curiosity was piqued. He saw an opportunity to not only help Savashni, but also to learn a powerful skill that could aid him in his own journey. Asgar left Peakshade Tower and resumed his journey along the road. Along the way, he encountered a pack of aggressive skeevers and engaged them in combat, relying on his combat skills and magic to defeat them. After the battle, Azgar stumbled upon a discarded horsehide and saw an opportunity to improve his comfort during his travels, providing him with a more comfortable place to rest at night. Continuing his journey, Azgar arrived in Little Vivek and sought out Celise Andrathil, the intended recipient of the delivery letter. He located her and handed over the letter, fulfilling his task and earning his reward. With the delivery complete, Azgar found a peaceful spot under the starry sky to set up his newly crafted bedding and headed to sleep. The following morning, Azgar utilized his alchemical skills to craft various poisons from the ingredients he had gathered on his journey. With a collection of potent concoctions in his possession, he ventured into Salice's shop and offered them for sale. Salice, recognizing the value of his creations, gladly purchased the poisons, providing Azgar with additional coin to support his endeavors. Eager to continue his exploration, Azgar ventured towards the coastal area in search of adventure and potential threats. He encountered a few mud crabs along the shoreline and engaged them in combat, swiftly dispatching them with his weapons and magic. However, as Azgar rejoiced in his victory over the mud crabs, he was suddenly caught off guard by an unexpected ambush. A bear and a menacing skeleton emerged from the nearby trees, launching a surprise attack. Azgar quickly drew his weapons and shielded himself with a magical barrier, ready to defend against this new threat. The battle was fierce, with Azgar employing a combination of his combat skills and magical prowess to hold his ground against the formidable adversaries. Despite the intensity of the fight, Asgar's determination and resourcefulness allowed him to overcome the odds. Noticing a set of ruins inhabited by imps, Azgar decided to test his luck and confront the creatures within. With a mix of caution and bravery, he engaged in a fierce battle with the imps, utilizing his magical abilities and weapons to overcome them. After vanquishing the imps, Azgar discovered a small treasure chest within the ruins, rewarded for his daring. Inside, he found valuable items and even acquired a new weapon, further enhancing his combat capabilities. Satisfied with his triumph, Azgar resumed his journey along the road, setting his sights on the town of Riverwood. He encountered a formidable bear blocking his path. Thinking quickly, he lured the bear towards a nearby group of guards, using their combined strength to overpower the ferocious creature. Further along the road, Azgar stumbled upon a ruin housing 3 Munda stones. Determined to explore, he ventured inside and confronted an imp lurking within. He then encountered a pack of wolves and made quick work of them. After a long and eventful journey, Azgar finally arrived in the quaint town of Riverwood. Seeking respite and an opportunity to replenish his supplies, he made his way to a local merchant and sold the loot he had acquired during his travels, earning some much-needed coin. One of the merchants mentioned that their store had been broken in and a golden claw was stolen from him. He asked Azgar if he could retrieve it for him in Bleak Falls Barrow. Azgar agreed, but knew he needed more skill to tackle an organized group of bandits. With newfound resources at his disposal, Azgar decided to utilize his crafting skills to create and upgrade his gear. He sought out a suitable workspace and began meticulously crafting new armor and weapons, pouring his knowledge and expertise into each piece. The following day, Azgar made his way to Embershard Mine, driven by the desire to fulfill a lucrative bounty by eliminating a notorious bandit leader. As he entered the mine, he was confronted by a group of well-armed bandits, outnumbering him. However, Asgar's careful preparation paid off. With the potions he had crafted, he bolstered his combat abilities, fortifying his strength, agility, and resilience. This newfound advantage tipped the scales in his favor, allowing him to hold his ground against the bandits despite their numerical superiority. The battle raged on, and Asgar's skillful swordplay, supplemented by his potent potions, proved to be a formidable combination. With each strike, he dismantled his opponents one by one, steadily gaining the upper hand. Though the bandits fought fiercely, their advantage was eroded by Asgar's strategic use of his potions. The tables turned, and soon, the bandit leader found himself facing an opponent who refused to be outmatched.
This is the end for you.
You're a fool to test me. What you want? You're a fool.
Why struggle? You're dead. I will claw the
In a final clash, Asgar's determination and superior combat abilities prevailed. The bandit leader fell before him, meeting his end at the hands of justice.
You're dead. You hear me? Dead!
Azgar headed back to Riverwood to sell all the loot he had gathered from his victory at the mine. He was also able to craft a few items from salvage to sell to Alvor the blacksmith. He then headed to bed for a good night rest, but was greeted by a strange omen of Hircine, the Daedric prince of the hunt. Azgar accepted his bargain and to his surprise woke up as a werebear. Unfortunately, he was too close to the village and was spotted by a guard and had to make a run for it. He fed on the bandits from the mine and was able to transform back into himself. He also took this opportunity to mine some iron ore to sell in Falkreath. On his way back, Azgar chanced upon a small bandit camp, and fueled by his recent victory, he impulsively charged in, engaging in a prolonged and intense battle.
No more! Just give up! Not quite good enough, are you? Fool! I'll have your blood! You're ready to die!
Despite the odds stacked against him, Azgar emerged triumphant, leaving the defeated bandits in his wake. Continuing his journey, Azgar unexpectedly crossed paths with a peculiar necromancer. Unconvinced by her twisted justifications, he swiftly seized the element of surprise and confronted her. In a swift and decisive strike, Azgar put an end to her life and halted her blasphemous experiments. After taking a moment to refresh himself with a well-deserved wash, Azgar resumed his journey along the winding road. However, his tranquility was short-lived as he found himself ambushed by a pair of bandits. The odds seemed against him, but fortune favored Azgar as a nearby hunter. Drawn by the commotion, joined the fray.
I'll kill you! Let's see what you've got. Just die already, bastard!
Together they fought off the bandits, emerging victorious through their combined strength and skill. Azgar found another necromancer in a tower. Undeterred by the necromancer's evil influence, Azgar ascended the tower's spiraling stairs, his determination unyielding. In a fierce battle of magic and steel, Azgar demonstrated his unwavering resolve and struck down the necromancer and their abominable thrall.